All right, we're going to try this again. Facebook has been actually doing a whole lot today. They've been doing the most. So, ooh, look. So, tonight I'm here in Jackson, Mississippi live. Nikisha Ware here reporting. And don't know how many of you are sitting waiting for, I guess soon, if not already, the fight to start, or if you're watching it already. But wanted to know who out there was really watching the fight. So one of my coaches rather, Bob Proctor, says, he doesn't watch movies anymore, and I find myself doing the same thing. If I watch a movie, I'm really not watching the movie, I'm watching the characters. And so I just wanted to know how many business owners out there, how many entrepreneurs out there are going to be watching the fight, or are they looking just to see who's going to win? So I think it'll be awesome for entrepreneurs to take a minute tonight, let me move all this out of the way, and consider what lessons we can take, what nuggets we can take from the fight. First of all, the fight is so much like our entrepreneur roller coaster, as Darren Hardy says. There are some ebbs and flows, and you go out there and you put yourself out there in front of the entire world, in front of your, hey Carrie, in front of your friends and your family, in front of the entire world, and you telling everybody you're gonna win, and then you fail, and you fail a lot. But with entrepreneurs, that failure is so necessary for success. We can't do it without it. And for many of us, it's so worth it, because we're going to experience a level of success and a level of freedom that few people are willing to receive, really. So you're going to experience a life unbelievable, experience a lifestyle unbelievable, have experiences unbelievable that few people will be able to experience. And that's why we're willing to put up with the fight. So, you can do one of three things when you become an entrepreneur, as it relates to maybe a match, or boxing match, or a fight. You can do like, I can't even remember that lady's name, but you could, like Rousey, you could just disappear after that failure hits you, after you face that defeat. Or you can do like McGregor. You can come back. You can be the comeback kid. You can come back and fight after the defeat. Or you could do like Dominic Cruz and just really be a classic example and just reign. And so those are the three things, one of the three things you can do when you come back after failure. Because if you're an entrepreneur, you are coming back. There's no doubt about it. You've been set up for a comeback. So I wrote a few things down, and actually I was inspired really to talk about this after I had seen and heard people talking about the fight. And I was like, you know what, how as a business person, what is my perspective? Because I just don't look at content anymore. I hadn't watched the news, 6, 5, 10 o'clock news, 6 and more, 7 o'clock, for years now. But when I do watch a show or a movie or some kind of media format, I'm looking as a professional. I am viewing that content and entrepreneurs, you understand this, we have different eyes. We look at things differently. So I actually was inspired to think and look at this thing after reading an article in Entrepreneur magazine. So 4 things that we can learn from the fight is that, one, we just got to show up. And we've got to show up every day in our business, whether it's a high day or low day, showing up. And guess what? You are the best person to sign up every day And the wonderful thing about being an entrepreneur is you can fire yourself and rehire yourself and look yourself in the mirror and say, look, I've done your evaluation for the year, and these are the areas you need to grow in. And look yourself in the mirror and say, boss, I want a $60,000 raise. Boss, I want a six-figure dollar raise over the next 12 months. And as the employee, you say, you know what, boss, we can do it. So that's the wonderful part about owning your own business. You can fire and rehire yourself every day of the week. And we do it, don't we? So yeah, you've got to show up because you're the best person you're going to sign up every day. The second thing is that confidence for the match in the ring is built in the ring. Okay? All of the training outside of the ring, I mean, you are preparing for game night. You are preparing for fight night. You are preparing, and you got to do that on the field. You got to do it not in the stands, as Ray says, but in the ring, on the field. That is where the mental toughness to do this thing is built. That's where your confidence is built. That's where you get the posture in the activity, in the practice of doing it day in and day out. The third thing is that you've got to learn from others. When these guys are practicing and they're in the gym and they're doing their mixed martial arts, they are fighting against guys who are way better than them. Why? Because they're up in their game. The only way you can beat the best is that you hang out and you compete against the best. So that's why Jim Rohn, really pressed and encouraged us to think this way. Hey, you've got to surround yourself with the best because you're the average of the 5 people that you hang out with. So in order for you to be the best, you have to hang around the best, hang in a culture where excellence is the standard. The other thing, and the last thing actually, is that what this fight or any match can teach us as entrepreneurs is that there's really nothing wrong with admitting mistakes and learning from them. We're all gonna fail. I think it was, was it Ford or Edison who said, I didn't find 10,000 ways that didn't work. I just found 10,000 ways before I found the right one, or however he says that. Is a great quote. I'm just not getting it because it's 11-something at night. But the fact of the matter is, learn from what you're doing. There are going to be mistakes, and if you're building an organization and you're building a team, you should create a culture where it is okay to make the mistakes and learn from them, because failure really is not fatal. It really is the foundation for your success. So take these things, ponder them, consider, when I'm watching the fight or the after fight videos and the interviews, what can I learn from this? What can I take away from this? How can I leverage this to improve what I do on a daily basis? So those 4 things, again, is just you got to show up every day in your business, that the confidence that you need to experience the life that you want, that very few will be able to experience, that very few are willing to sacrifice to experience. That confidence is built in the ring every day, day in, day out, and learn from others. And there's nothing wrong with admitting that you've made mistakes and learning from those mistakes. So do these things, and hey, maybe you'll be a champion, but if nothing else, you'll certainly be a contender, guys. So I appreciate you guys for jumping on. Like, comment, share, drop a tag in the line for your team members, customers, clients, you name it. I really appreciate y'all for jumping on, and let me give a few shout outs to Miss Carrie. Hey Gina, yes, so true. Hey wonderful one. Hey Char. Hey Troy. I just want to see McGregor put Floyd down, hopefully. Yay. Yeah, Troy, guys, check him out. That hip hop brother right there. Hey, Wendy's, love you too. Guys, certainly, I sure appreciate y'all for coming on board. And hey, wherever you are, don't just watch the fight, watch the fight. So hope you caught that. So with that being said, I'll turn you back over to your regularly scheduled program and have a wonderful night.